Hello everyone! I'm going to share with you how to make my mother's cornbread in the skillet from scratch. In my 8-inch cast iron skillet, I have 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. We're going to put this in the oven, let it get nice and hot. I'm going to melt 1 stick of unsalted butter in my microwave. We're going to beat 1 large egg that we have at room temperature, because those room temperature eggs, they blend so much better into our batters and our mixes. I'm using 1 cup of buttermilk. Be sure to shake your buttermilk before you pour it into your measuring cup. To that, we're going to add our 1 large egg that we have beaten, and then I'm going to blend the buttermilk and the egg together thoroughly till they become one color. Now when it comes to baking from scratch, Mother taught me there are no half steps, so follow the recipe for best results. Then we're going to be using Martha White yellow cornmeal, and I'm using 1 cup. You can also use Shawnee yellow cornmeal, and Albert cornmeal also works well in a pinch. I put in 1 cup of unbleached all-purpose flour. Then to that, I'm going to add my leavening. I'm using baking powder, and this is 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. I'm using baking soda as well. That's 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of regular table salt. Our last dry ingredient is 1/4 cup of sugar, and in the description box I'll have a list of ingredients for your reference. Use a wire whisk or either a fork to blend your dry ingredients together. Then we're going to add our buttermilk and our egg. We're going to gently mix and combine our batter. After several strokes, we'll add in our 1 stick of unsalted cooled butter. Continue to blend until you have no streaks of butter and your batter is well combined. Now while we've been doing this and getting our cornbread ready, our skillet has been in our oven at 425. Our skillet and our grease is getting nice and hot. I'm going to share with you and show you why you want that nice hot skillet and grease. When we take our batter and we pour it into our skillet, you see how it's shimmering and you see those nice hot bubbles that are creating? That's going to create that signature crust on our cornbread that we know and love. I'm going to put my cornbread back in the oven at the 425, and it's going to bake from 20 to 25 minutes till it's nice and beautiful golden brown on top. And be sure to check your cornbread at about that 15-minute mark to see how it is baking up. You can also use a toothpick to test when your cornbread is done. Insert it in the middle and it should come out nice and clean. While our cornbread is still hot, we like to spread ours with a generous amount of butter. My mother's cornbread goes great with our holiday dinners, a nice bowl of chili, or even some stew. And sometimes we just make it just because. Well, this is what it's looking like, and we also have that perfect cornbread crust. Well, like, share, subscribe, and follow for more.